What's up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be talking about my 6-month experience. 6 months going on a year now in the electrical trade. Yeah, if you guys liked the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try to upload a video at least once a week, maybe twice a week. I'd say the first thing about the trades is there's going to be assholes. A lot of people ask me how the people are in construction, and from my experience, it tends to be that a lot of the guys are older. They're kind of miserable. They're just not happy people. So if you can kind of go in expecting that people aren't really going to be super upbeat and friendly and lovey-dovey to you, that can kind of go a long way. And yeah, it just, a lot of these guys are older. They've been doing it for 30 years. They're sick of it. They don't want to teach some young buck who doesn't know how to use a freaking impact how to learn an entire trade. So that'd be kind of my number one thing, is kind of just expect people to be assholes. Construction is a rough industry. There's a lot of rough men out there that work in construction, and there's guys out there that will try to torture you. And if you don't have that kind of backbone where you can kind of brush that off your shoulder and move on with your day and understand that that's their issue, not your issue, and that it's nothing against you, it's really just them, that will go a long way, and it'll keep you from quitting, because you don't want to let these other old miserable fucks dictate whether you get what you want out of this trade or get what you want out of your career. So make sure that you guys try to keep a strong backbone. There's days where it gets tough. There's been days where I've came home and almost cried because I was just sick of it and sick of getting screamed at every freaking second of the day. But I will say, if you can push through that first 6 months to the 8-month period where you're still really learning how to use the tools and stuff, the really basics, the mechanical skills of the trade, if you can get through that part, it'll go a long way for you. Another thing, guys, if you are just starting, show up on time. And on time, if you start at 7, on time is not 7 o'clock. It's not 6:55. You don't show up 5 minutes before the job starts. One thing about my experience is that I've learned is if you start at 7, you show up at 6:30. And I know that seems a little early. I know a lot of people say 15 minutes is usually a good mark. In my experience, 30 minutes has worked out great for me. And what I'll do, and I've done this every day since I've started, kind of just to show my commitment and that I'm not scared to work, I've showed up 30 minutes early. And if I know what we're going to need for that day, I know what job we're doing for that day, I'll be there that 30 minutes early. I'll get everything out that we know we're going to need for that job. And that way, when the boss man shows up at 6:55, 6:50, 7 o'clock with the rest of the crew, we've shaved 30 minutes off the day, because I've already been there and I've got all the supplies that we're going to need for that day already out, ready to go. I got the saws out. I got the fittings out. I got the pipe out. And I've noticed that has been extremely crucial for me and has went a long way. And it earns you a lot of respect from your older coworkers, and ultimately it will raise your pay. And that's what I've learned. Your pay will go up if you do things like that. And yeah, so if you guys can show up early every day, kind of get everything laid out of what you're going to need. Obviously, your first day, you're not going to know what you're going to need. But 6 months in, you're kind of getting the hang and the flow of things of how that company kind of likes to do things. So that way you're able to kind of get everything that they're going to need ready. And yeah, you'll just be one step ahead. So that will go a long way for you guys. Yeah. I would say another thing is stay healthy. Keep your body healthy. Ultimately, your body becomes a tool. You need your body to complete jobs because you're using your body to work. You're using your hands. You're going to need to be physically fit. You're going to need to have conditioning. That a lot of people always ask me what it's like getting into the trades and if it's a good idea. And I say the same thing to every single person that asks me this. And I say, can you get up every day and work out for 8 hours a day? Because ultimately that's what you're doing. You're using your body. You're bending up and down. You're crouching. You're bent over on your knees, up and down, squatting, up and down the ladders. I mean, you're going to need to be in good shape. And one thing I noticed, guys, stay away from the gas station food. The gas station food is horrible for you. It makes you feel like shit. And the number one advice I could give to you guys is meal prep. On Sunday or Saturday or whatever day on the weekend where you have time, on Sunday, take that time to meal prep for the week. Get your lunches ready for the week. That way, you have something quick and easy sitting in your cooler in the back of your car when it comes lunchtime, so you don't have to run to Quick Trip and grab a poison-filled burger or a burrito from Taco John's or Taco Bell, because ultimately that shit's killing you. And it might not take a toll on your body now when you're 20 to 25 to 30 years old, but when you're 50, all those burritos and all those Quick Trip burgers are really going to be eating up at you. It's going to catch up to you and you'll regret it, and your body will not work how it's supposed to. So I would really say that's probably the number one thing about the trades. Take care of your body, guys. Take care of your mental health, and it'll go a long way for you. Another thing is, buy tools. Invest in tools. Invest in the tools that you will need for your career. Back to the commitment thing, it will show commitment. It will show to the company that you're working for that this kid is willing to spend his hard-earned money on tools that he's going to need for this career. Ultimately, it just shows your commitment to, like, hey, I'm really here to do this shit. Like, I'm not playing around. I'm willing to spend my money on tools. What I tell everyone that has ever asked me, every single week you get a paycheck, buy one tool. And it doesn't have to be something major. It could be a pair of freaking wire strippers. It could be a single dedicated screwdriver. It does not matter. Every single paycheck, buy yourself one tool, and over time, in 6 months, you got a whole tool bag, and now you don't have to rely on your coworkers. You're not that guy, hey, can I borrow your hammer? Can I borrow your speed square? And guys hate that. So that has been a big thing for me, is investing in my own tools. And it's kind of a comfort in a way, because that way, if you break a bit, if you break something, it's yours. You paid for it. You don't feel as guilty. You don't have people screaming at you because you broke their drill bit. You broke their fucking concrete bit, whatever it may be. It just goes a long way. Buy your own stuff if you have the money for it. And, the money will come in time, and if you don't have the money, I'm sure there will be people that will help you out. And I've had guys give me hand-me-down tools that are probably 7 years old, but they work like they're brand new. So And even if you don't have the budget for it, you can go to Menards. You don't have to get Milwaukee. You don't have to get Klein. You don't have to get Knipex. You can go to Menards and you can get Master Force. You can get any cheap brand, and Husky, it will work for you for that first year that you're trying to really get settled in and get yourself to a wage where you can afford better quality tools. And I've learned that those tools will go a long way for you. It shows your commitment to the trade. And yeah. Also, guys, another thing that is very important to understand before you get into the trades. A lot of people get into the trades and they think, I'm going to get into the electrical trade and I'm going to be a journeyman right off the bat, and I'm going to be going on jobs on my own, and I'm going to be completing entire jobs by myself. And that is not how this works. It is a long process. It takes you 5 years to get through an apprenticeship, but expect your first year or two, depending how fast you catch on, to be the bitch. You're going to have to do all the shit work. You got to think, these guys have been in it for 30 years. They've been into all the attics. They've been into all the nasty crawl spaces where there's freaking spider webs everywhere. It's going to be your job now. You're going to be the guy that's going in the attics. You're going to be the guy that's going in the crawl spaces. You're going to be the guy at the end of the day that's hauling all the tools out to the trailer or wherever you're storing your trailer or your tools for that day. You're going to be the guy that's picking all that shit up. You're going to be the guy that's sweeping. And if you can really come to terms with that before you get in, it makes it a lot easier on you, because you don't go in with false expectations. You kind of go in and you know that this is what I'm going to have to do, and you'll be able to just get it done, and it'll be a little easier on your mental. It'll go a long way. Other thing, guys, if you need to listen, your boss is talking, don't be looking somewhere else. You need to make eye contact. You need to be listening to what he's saying and understanding how he wants it done. That way over time, he doesn't have to keep telling you how he wants the flow of things to go. That you can kind of just be, you're already one step ahead. You can always have that next thing ready for him. If you know he's going to need a drill, you got that drill right in your hand with a screw in it ready to go, because you know he's going to have to mount that panel to that siding. That will go a long way for you guys. Like I said about the pay thing, things like that will be the thing that you'll see your wage start to go up and up and up and up. And obviously that's what we all want. So those type of things will go a long way for you. And that's pretty much it. Show up every day. Don't miss a day. Don't be a quitter. Don't quit on yourself, because the trades, electrical, HVAC, plumbing, it really doesn't matter what trade you're in. The construction industry, no matter what people tell you, it can change your life. They pay very, 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 very well. If you take it very serious, it can be huge for you, and it could potentially change your entire life. Hopefully I'll be able to make a little more hands-on videos, so those of you that want to see kind of what it's like to do actual electrical work, and maybe I'll throw a couple clips in this video at the beginning of me doing some of the work that I've been doing this last year. Yeah, if you guys like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.